with Frankie Dettori aboard.
Frankie was on her yesterday as well, and he mentioned, I thought this was interesting, how well she hooked up with the pony, because that's, again, something that's unusual. You don't have lead ponies with horses overseas. So all the little details that are different here are so important to make sure that she gets to the gate in good order, that she's happy, content, but she's been moving beautifully, and I think has transitioned beautifully as well.
Well, the big question mark for her, right, is the distance, the 1.25 miles. I mean, she's proven herself to be a top-class miler. I think, you know, John Gosden, having trained here and listened to some of his interviews, I mean, the 1.25 miles here is an easy 1.25 miles because the first part of it, you're going downhill. So it's very, very comfortable for her to go, you know, cross the dirt, hopefully, and then just have one complete circuit. So the distance is going to be a question mark for her, but I think she can handle it.
We had a profile of John Gosden yesterday. Of course, everyone's established he was out here for time training at Santa Anita and part of this circuit. But in the profile yesterday, Simon, he talked about you cannot make the Breeders' Cup an afterthought. In other words, you get to the end of the season over there, it's like, oh, let's just go over to America and take a shot in the Breeders' Cup, because you have to be more forward-thinking, and as a European-based horse, you have to make it a target. And he also looks at his horses and determines who fits American racing.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid point. You can see Inspiral here.
This is almost like a breeze, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a little blowout, I think. I mean, and Frankie was getting her to switch leads there, wrong cue.
That's what I love, though, that she's starting to do all the little things that aren't necessarily of concern when she's overseas. I thought that was an awfully nice move.
Yeah, she looked tremendous going around there. But to your point, I think in the first year, when I was back in Europe, you know, working as a young pupil assistant, the Breeders' Cup was an afterthought. You would run in the Arc. That's why the Arc success, the horse in the Arc didn't really have much success in the Breeders' Cup.